Are there easier ways to debug incorrect conditional logic in nested if-else? Imagine trying to find a tiny mistake in a maze of twisting paths. That's what debugging complex nested if and else statements can feel like. It's easy to get lost in the layers of conditions and miss where things go wrong. But don't worry, there are smarter ways to make this process simpler. One of the best techniques is using guard clauses. Think of guard clauses as quick checkpoints at the start of your code. They check for specific conditions and exit early if something isn't right. This keeps your main logic flat and easy to follow, instead of buried deep inside many nested blocks. When you write guard clauses, you can immediately see which conditions are true and which are not. That makes spotting logical errors much faster. Another trick is breaking down complex conditions into smaller helper functions. Instead of writing one long condition, you create functions with clear names that describe what they check. For example, instead of writing a complicated if statement, you call a function like isUserEligible. This way, you can test each helper function separately and see exactly where the logic breaks. Adding comments and print statements also helps. Write simple comments explaining what each condition is supposed to do. Use print or logging statements to see which parts of your code are being executed. This gives you a trail to follow and helps you identify where the logic diverges from your expectations. Assigning complex conditions to boolean variables is another useful step. For example, instead of writing if a and b or c, you write is condition met is equal to a and b or c, then you check the value of is condition met. It makes your code more readable and allows you to verify each part separately. Sometimes, replacing nested if and else statements with switch statements or applying design patterns like polymorphism can reduce complexity. These methods are especially helpful when you have many conditions based on the same variable. To troubleshoot, start by simplifying your nested structure using guard clauses. Then, step through your code with a debugger watching which condition causes the flow to change. Write unit tests for your helper functions to confirm they work correctly. By applying these techniques, debugging becomes less of a puzzle and more of a straightforward process. You'll find it easier to spot where your logic goes wrong and fix bugs faster. Remember, keeping your code simple and clear is the key to avoiding confusion and making debugging more efficient.